These builders started with ideas that made no sense. They turned a Harley into a Lamborghini speedboat, fitted a forgotten 1970s turbo to a Honda CB750, and built a 160 horsepower cruiser like nothing before it. First up, could you build a Harley-Davidson inspired by a speedboat? Matteo Fustinoni thought so. Most builders looked to other motorcycles for inspiration. Matteo looked to one of the most beautiful boats ever built, the Lamborghini Riva Aquarama. He even rotated the Harley's front cylinder so it could fit twin Weber carburetors, just like the V12 powered speedboat that inspired it. The remarkable part, this wasn't just a paint job. The wood, the colours, the engine details, almost everything paid tribute to Ferruccio Lamborghini's legendary one-off boat. Apparently, if you're going to borrow ideas, you might as well borrow them from the fastest speedboat in Italy. Could you build one motorcycle to prove you no longer needed anyone else's name? Kiyo thought so. For years he'd built motorcycles for other people. Then he opened his own workshop. He wanted one machine that proved exactly who he was. So he started with a 1970 Honda CB750, built an entirely new frame and fitted a rare 1970s turbo kit that most people had long forgotten. The remarkable part, he didn't build Cherry Blossom to win trophies, he built it to celebrate his independence. The trophies came afterwards, including Best Japanese Motorcycle at Born Free. Apparently, the best way to introduce yourself is to build something nobody can mistake for anyone else's work. Could you build a cruiser as if nobody had invented one before? Confederate thought so. Most manufacturers start with a steel frame and build a motorcycle around it. Confederate started with a giant aluminium backbone, then bolted the engine directly into it as part of the chassis. This wasn't even a prototype. The entire motorcycle went straight from the computer to the CNC machines. The remarkable part, despite looking more like a science fiction concept than a production bike, it still produced 160 horsepower and over 145 pound-feet of torque. Apparently, the easiest way to reinvent a motorcycle is to ignore everything the last 100 years taught you. Could you spend 20 years building motorcycles and still believe your best one was ahead of you? Kengo Kimura thought so. Most builders celebrate an anniversary by looking back. Kengo built an entirely new motorcycle instead. Starting with a 1965 Triumph TR6, he rebuilt almost everything. Then he reversed the cylinder head, sending the carburettor forwards and the exhaust out through the back of the engine. The remarkable part, he built it to celebrate 20 years of Heiwa Motorcycle, then took it to Japan's biggest custom show and won Best European Motorcycle. The Apparently, experience means nothing unless you're still willing to try something nobody else would. Could you turn Honda's friendliest motorcycle into something that wanted to kill you? Andrew Cecere thought so. Most people looked at the Honda CL350 and saw a charming little scrambler. Andrew saw a problem. 33 horsepower simply wasn't enough. So he threw away Honda's engine and squeezed in a 472 Yamaha Banshee two-stroke instead. Suddenly, this gentle little Honda was producing almost 100 horsepower. The remarkable part, to make it fit, Andrew had to cut the frame apart and build enormous expansion chambers that looked almost bigger than the motorcycle itself. Apparently, Honda built a bike for meeting the nicest people. Andrew built one for leaving them behind. Could you build a motorcycle by welding two engines into one? Erwan Cheng thought so. Most builders dream about building something unique. Erwan became obsessed. After visiting Japan's famous Moon Ice show, he promised himself he'd return one day with a motorcycle nobody had ever seen before. So he took two Yamaha RXZ engines, cut them apart, and welded them together into what looked like one factory-built engine. The remarkable part, when the judges first saw it, they thought it was completely standard. It was only after Erwan showed them photographs of the build that they realised they'd been looking at two engines all along. Apparently, making the impossible look ordinary is the hardest trick of all. Could you build a motorcycle with two completely different personalities? Fabrica thought so. Most builders create one finished motorcycle. Fabrica created two. Park it, and a sculpted aluminium cover transforms it into something that looks more like modern art than a Ducati. Take the cover off, and underneath is a fully rideable cafe racer. The remarkable part, the cover doesn't come with you. It's designed to stay in the garage, turning the motorcycle into an exhibit whenever it's not being ridden. Apparently, the best custom motorcycles don't just change the way they ride, they change the way you look at them. Turns out reality is mostly a suggestion. If you know another motorcycle that ignored it, put it in the comments because there's a very good chance it'll end up in the next video.